Well, hello and welcome to our new home.
This is my crib.
This week I thought we'd do something a little bit different. Charlie and I, who has just arrived as of a week ago, who is the lovely cameraman today, we just moved into our new apartment here in Singapore, and I thought we'd do a little bit of an apartment tour because I love apartment tours. I'm sure you guys do as well. But just to bear in mind, it is a little bit empty, so we did move in less than a week ago. So we're going to be talking a lot about the things and like the kind of the vision of what's going to be going there. But at least you'll get to see a lot of kind of what it looks like now and why we love it so much. Let's start off here in the kitchen. So kitchen is nice and neat, very aesthetic. I do like a lot of white when it comes to kitchens. I think it just makes the kitchens look a little bit bigger, or a lot bigger rather, especially when the kitchen is quite small. Only thing about this kitchen, it is not super practical. Not a lot of storage space and definitely not a lot of counter space. As you can tell, when we got a little bit overexcited on our first day, went to Tang's, which is the kind of the local department store, and bought about 4 different appliances, only to come home to realise we don't have a lot of space to put them on. So what we're thinking about doing here is getting some kind of extension to this counter, so we'll be able to spread out some of these appliances. There is a cupboard here, but to be honest, it's not a hugely useful cupboard, it's pretty shallow. So yeah, we'll also need a little bit of extra space in order to put some of our kind of plates and pots and pans and things like that. But other than that, it is very nice, it's very functional. There's no dishwasher, which breaks my heart because I am so lazy when it comes to housework. Got this little guy, so this is a little Swedish flag that we bring with us everywhere in every single home that we've lived in. I don't know if this is like a traditional Swedish thing, if it's all Swedish houses that have this, but definitely all the houses that I've ever lived in. These items here we just bought from IKEA. We do prefer to kind of keep everything out of plastic as much as possible. So we do kind of prefer to store things in in glass. This time we bought these, I don't know, these kind of like glass containers as opposed to mason jars. I think they're really nice. I do like the little wood top as well. And this is our kind of fridge, freezer. Maybe we'll do a fridge freezer tour one day. And then if we move around here, so you know how I mentioned that there isn't a lot of storage or counter space. So the idea is that we're actually going to get a kitchen island. So kind of separate kitchen island here, and we have chosen the one we want. It just isn't in stock yet, so that's going to be arriving in a few weeks' time. So that's where we'll have a lot more storage space as well as an area to kind of eat dinner. Because the idea is that we're actually not going to have our big dining area inside, we're going to have that outdoors. So I'll show you in a minute where we're planning on having our kind of dining table with dining chairs and things. But these are the bar stools that we have found for when the kitchen island does arrive. So we absolutely love these. We bought these off, there's like a second-hand site here called Carousel, and you can find some absolutely amazing bargains. So this is like a really sort of nice brand. I think it's called Second Charm. So there's like beautiful sort of dark teak wood, which we both really like. There's sort of Nordic Danish design, which I'm very much into at the moment. I think these two were, I think the original ones are over $400 each, and we got both of these for less than $300, so almost like $250 or something. And then if we move around here into our living area, both of these were also Carousel finds. So this floating lamp as well as this sofa that we found. So I absolutely love this sofa for 3 reasons. So I had kind of 3 key criteria that I was looking for. So firstly, I wanted something that was quite low and also deep, as well as kind of a nice neutral colour. But most importantly, I would say, is that it was lifted up off the ground with these legs. The reason you want to get sofas that are sort of lifted, it does make the room look a bit bigger, especially when you have quite a small room like we have here. But that does just kind of create that sort of illusion of space if you have things lifted off the ground rather than having them straight on the ground, which I know a lot of sofas do have. We bought this lamp as well, which was an absolute bargain. Bought this for $100 or something. I think the original price was over $1,000, so you can get the idea of the type of bargains that you can find here. So this one I absolutely love. It has this absolutely stunning like marble base to it, and this like very big lamp head, which I really like, and especially in the dark it creates a really nice kind of glowy ambiance to it. So yeah, very pleased with both of these. And as you can probably notice in this living room is that we do not have a TV, and we definitely don't plan on getting a TV in here. So we're trying to do a bit of a grown-up thing and not have our living area centered around a television, which is, we'll see how that goes, because I don't know about you guys, but I wasted so much of my life watching shitty TV over lockdown. So decided this time to be a little bit more intentional with the time that we spend in front of a screen. And then we do also have an armchair coming. We've got a rattan armchair coming. So rattan is a type of material that a lot of the sort of traditional furniture here in Singapore is made out of. So we wanted something that kind of speaks to the local style. So that's going to be arriving. So that's going to be somewhere in this vicinity. The idea is that we're going to have a big rug underneath this sofa. So some kind of reddish rug, because at the moment obviously it's a lot of sort of beige and neutral colours. So we do want a little bit of colour, and we think that a nice red rug would really sort of warm up the room. So let me take you out onto the balcony, which is what made me really fall in love with this apartment. Yeah. So we are almost right at the top of our apartment block building, and we have this absolutely stunning view that looks out over the whole of Singapore. This is actually where we're thinking of having our dining area. So like I mentioned, we want to be able to sort of eat and entertain outside rather than indoors, and especially because the balcony is covered, and so it won't, you know, be exposed to rain or anything like that. What we're also thinking of having here is like maybe just like a two-seater, so a little comfy area right here, and just something that you can kind of sit down and have a coffee in the morning or whatever. And then obviously we've got kind of like a laundry area out here, and this is something that Charlie's sister gave us, which we think is very cute. So we've actually brought this with us from the UK, this kind of silky bunting, which I think it's made in India or something like that. Very cool. Anyway, we do, again, it's sort of adding to this sort of slightly earthy, slightly kind of boho vibes that we're envisioning here. Okay, so let's move now into our bedroom. So this flat has 2 bedrooms. So this is actually the smaller one of the 2. So we did specifically ask the landlord to move our bed into this one because we just think it's nice to have the bigger room as kind of like a second living area, and we do like sort of smaller, slightly cozier bedrooms. So that's what we've done here. And these are our lovely bamboo silk sheets, which I am obsessed with, so can highly recommend if you guys are looking for new sheets. Go for bamboo silk. And this is our absolutely gorgeous view that we're looking out onto every single morning. And this is my rock salt lamp, which I have to keep on all the time because otherwise it melts. And I didn't realise that before I bought it. So this is the bathroom. The flat also has 2 bathrooms. This is the smaller one, which somehow I've landed, which is not fair. But it's okay because there's quite a lot of storage in both of them for lots of sort of different products and things that I like to use. Not a huge amount to say about this, other than, you know, it's functional, it works. So then we move into what would have been originally the master bedroom, but we turned it into our home office / second living area. So this was actually a bit of a DIY job that Charlie very kindly put together yesterday. But basically what this is this is just like a separate worktop, like countertop, that I think is originally for kitchens, and you can buy these super cheaply. So I think we bought ours for like 100 Singapore dollars, which is like 50 UK pounds, which I don't know the exchange exchange rate. I'll put the exchange rate somewhere on the screen. But you buy this separately, and then you can buy these 4 adjustable legs, also from IKEA. So you put those in the corners, and then this is just a separate drawer unit, so hold it up in the middle. And then you've basically got yourself a long desk. This is a lot more economical way of doing it than if you are actually looking for a completely new long desk. So some of the ones that we looked online were pretty expensive. So this is a pretty good little hack if you're looking for that. Yeah, really like it. And I think the main thing and the sort of the main feature of this room is obviously, again, the absolutely stunning view. So I don't know about you guys, but I way prefer looking out into a window when I'm working than looking into a wall. So this was something that was pretty important to us, I think, when we moved in here. And again, like I said, you just want to maximise the use of this absolutely stunning view as much as possible. So yeah, really excited to start doing some work again. I never thought I'd be saying that. Here we're thinking about getting some kind of seating area, or maybe some shelves. Haven't quite figured it out yet, but like I mentioned before, how we're not going to have a television. So instead, Charlie's bought this absolutely enormous screen. So the idea behind this is that we are going to be able to use this if we ever want to watch a film or something like that. Obviously, again, just being a lot more intentional with the screen time, but of course we are going to want to watch something every now and again. Another bathroom. This is the bigger bathroom, so Charlie's bathroom. So another thing that this flat has that is quite typical of a lot of flats here in Singapore is that they have these little extra rooms which were originally bomb shelters, and people use them for all sorts of different things. So for example, you might use it for like an extra storage room to keep your suitcases and things, but our landlord has turned this into essentially a walk-in wardrobe, which I am obsessed with and I'm going to get used to very quickly. I've never had a walk-in wardrobe before, but it is so nice just to have everything kind of in one room. So all the sort of the shelving units and all the drawers, they were here when we moved in. At the moment, it is obviously looking extremely organised and tidy. So we are definitely going to try and keep it this way. But yeah, absolutely love this, and definitely another thing that made me really fall in love with this apartment. So I think that is all I have to show you for our flat at the moment. Like I mentioned before, it is a little bit empty, but the idea is that we want lots of kind of woods and sort of natural materials, make it quite sort of earthy, and that's the sort of the theme and the vibe that we're going for. So consider this your kind of before video, and then we'll do another one perhaps in a few weeks, in a few months time, when everything's in and when it's kind of more complete. So you'll get to see the finished result. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if any of you are sort of interior design enthusiasts. Then please do leave some suggestions down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. It really helps my channel. If you want to see more videos, if you want to see the video coming after this one, then remember to hit the subscribe button, because I make new videos every single week. And in the meantime, I'll see you again very soon for another video. Bye!